Some people think when a woman starts leading in business, the home will suffer. But many families are discovering the opposite.
Before, I worked hard in our business, but I feared making big decisions. I was worried people would say I was disrespecting my husband. Then I joined the Grow Project, where I received training, business support, and coaching that helped me plan better, manage money wisely, and make decisions with confidence. Today, I lead with confidence in my business. I contribute more at home, support our family needs, and help reduce the burden on my husband. I'm not competing with my husband, I'm standing with him.
And our marriage has not weakened. It has grown stronger. We understand each other better, we plan better, and our family is better off because her voice counts.
When a woman is supported to lead, the family can move forward.
The Grow Project is empowering women with skills, confidence, and support to make informed decisions that strengthen their families and grow their businesses. Respect her voice, support her choices. For more information, contact your district or City Grow Project focal person or call 0800 307 777. The Grow Project is a government initiative implemented by the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development and Private Sector Foundation Uganda with support from the World Bank.
You are watching the Lens program.
My name is Catherine Helen Kamwine, the resident city commissioner, Mbarara City. Mbarara City is a new city, but it is a regional city. It was formerly a municipality of Mbarara, and now it is a city among the 10 cities that were created. And we are great. This is a great city. They normally say the land of milk and honey. It is in southwestern Uganda, and we are proud to be a city as Mbarara residents. I want first of all to begin by congratulating His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for having successfully and highly gone through the election 2026 as a candidate of NRM and won the election. We congratulate him and we thank God that he has gone through it. I want also to thank the Ugandans who voted peacefully. Voting can be there, but peaceful voting, and also the people of Mbarara City. In Mbarara City, since we went through all the primaries of the parties, we had peaceful elections of the parties, but we also had the best elections of the general elections. We had peaceful elections, people were free, people campaigned peacefully, and eventually voted. The president with 79.21, which is the highest since Mbarara started voting. I want to thank the people of Mbarara and congratulate them too. Of course, as the saying goes, for NRM is protecting the gains. The people of Mbarara looked at what they have achieved and they decided to protect the gains. What are those achievements? One of the achievements is the city status. It's an achievement to attain a city status. So they thought it fit to protect that gain. It was worth protecting. And thanking the president for having taken them through a journey that they were able to reach that status. But of course, as government of NRM, there are many achievements we can talk about in Mbarara City. One of the best achievements is in education sector. When you look at the universities, both government and private, Of course, there is no private school if it's not licensed by government, if it's not well regulated by government. So when we look at education in Mbarara, both from primary to secondary and tertiary and university, you can say we are good to go. When you look at the results, the performances, we have done our best. But that's not enough. We want to keep moving, keep going. We want to reach where we want to be. Secondly, Mbarara City has worked on roads, paved roads. We have good roads compared. We only want to tell people that we should maintain our roads. And it's we, the people of Mbarara, and the users, for those who are even going beyond Mbarara, because this is a highway route to Rwanda, to Congo, to Tanzania, just name it. When you take this direction of north, you are in Fort Portal. It is a link. It is a link to the country, to the western side. The city is very proud to be the link on the western and the neighboring countries. I only want to urge the people of Mbarara that we have to take good use of our roads. Do something that you can also benefit from this infrastructure. The roads are built to enable us to access our markets. We have many markets. I'm talking about the neighboring countries. Most of the goods pass through here or are from here. Talk about the milk going to Rwanda, meat going to Congo, fish going to Congo, food going to Tanzania. But you, as a person from Mbarara, we want to keep mobilizing people that they can benefit from the infrastructure that government has put in place for them to be able to generate an income at a household level, but also the revenue that we get out of them also develops the city more. When you talk about water, this is a regional center. All the offices of works, national water, name all the offices. We have regional centers. And when we are hosting regional centers, we tap into the resources available. We are only looking forward to extend, because after the creation of Mbarara City, some rural sub-counties, now which are divisions, were annexed to the city. And you may find that they don't have enough water or enough roads, tarmacked roads, but we are moving and we are good to go. What is important is that we have peace. We are talking about the region. We are talking about our neighboring countries where there is instability. We are almost hosting the refugees, much as the camps are in the neighboring districts of Isingiro. After registration and getting their papers, they all migrate to Mbarara City. What does that teach us? Is that it's because we have peace here, people are able to come and take refuge where there is peace. As Mbarara people, we need to keep the peace. It's only peace that can lead us into development, as the achievements talk straight. The achievements show you that because of the stability in Western Uganda, because of the stability, when you look around, you can see development by the eyes. You don't need even to ask. The communities, the city itself, you see development, but it can only be achieved with peace. NRM government has done a lot to make sure that every Ugandan gets out of poverty. We started with youth livelihood to empower the young people who cannot get capital from banks, be able to have capital and also do something without collateral. We went to Women Entrepreneurship Fund to support the women with small businesses to also grow into small banks. Their circles are meant to develop into banks. We went to Emyoga. The 18 Myoga circles, those are banks. Government is doing all it takes to make sure that every Ugandan has money in the pocket. Now PDM. This being a city, of course we have some parts which are a bit rural, who are in agriculture. But we are mainly meant to go into value addition as a city. That's why we also have to go into trade, because we are a city. The women and the men and the youth and the people with disability who have benefited from all these programs, we urge them to see how best they can fit into the market. If the rural areas are growing food, buy food, put it on market for people to buy from you. Buy food, add value, put it on the shelf for long life. We have the milk around Mbarara, but we need to add more value. That's why they came with a program of Emyoga. Currently, we are running a program of PDM, household PDM. For those that the government thought that we have handled different sectors, but there are those that have remained behind crawling. PDM is not for the poor. It is for those who have started small, who can feed their houses, who have been surviving but without cash in their pockets. Because for me, my definition on a poor person is a poor-minded person. But a normal human being is not poor. You are just surviving. You are earning a small living. So government decided to say, I think this is the right time to hold a hand for those who are crawling to stand and walk the journey of getting out of poverty. So I urge the people who have benefited from all these programs up to PDM to work, to showcase what they have achieved. When someone holds your hand, you also need to have stamina and stand. They can't keep holding you. You must stand on your own at a certain time. So government is coming in to hold a hand for every person to be able to stand and stand firm. Of course, we cannot fail to talk about power. We have electricity, because in value addition, we need electricity. In services, we need electricity. In every other sector, there is need for power, and we have power in Mbarara. But how are we using it is the issue. How do we tap into that resource? What does it do to help us? Is what we are now pushing to educate people on how they can benefit from the available resources that government has put for us in the city. As I'm talking on how people can tap into the resources available, with all those sectors that we have talked about, we need to look at tourism. This is the gateway. Mbarara City is a gateway to Windy, is a gateway to Queen Elizabeth, is a gateway to Kivale National Park, is also a gateway as you proceed to Hoima and other areas. Talk about tourism. We have people who have gone into business of hotels. We have many hotels. I may not mention all, but we have the best accommodation in Mbarara City. You don't have to say, when I go to Western, where do I go? We are the gateway to Western Uganda. We have the hotels. We have Lake Mburo. As I'm saying, we are just in between being a regional city. Of course, we have the best hotels, the tourism areas, the Las Vegas, Hotel Triangle, and others. There are many. I can't mention all of them. Lakeview, which is have been our best hotel with these new emerging hotels coming up. So the hotel industry and hospitality areas, just name it, we have it. And we are proud to have people who have gone into business, into the tourism sector, hospitality areas. We have the food. This is an agricultural area, both livestock and crop. We are lucky that we can do both and do them very well. People have the food. We have fresh foods. We have fresh water bodies. So what are we missing in Mbarara City? Nothing. We only need to put everything in place ourselves. Government has done its part, has played its role to put infrastructure, to put water services, to put everything, ICT. We are well and good to go. So the people of Mbarara, we only have to appreciate, and that's why you see we have moved. Our graph is steadily moving to support NRM because they have seen the achievements. When you are entering Mbarara, the main entrance, you will see a big bull. What does that symbolize? It shows you that we are mainly cattle keepers, mainly. And what does a cow do? When we talk about a cow, you already have milk, you have meat, you have hides and skins. We are even adding value to the horns. This was mainly the region where the cow, Ankole cow, come from. So we have the milk. We have about 7 factories in Milk Valley Addition. We have bulking centers, a number of them. When you talk about a cow, you have the cow dung, which supplements agriculture sector, the banana and other crops. So for us, mainly here we have organic food. We rarely use fertilizers because we have organic manure from the cow, from the goats. All that goes into our crop sector. And the crops now are feeding the cows, the maize. So we are actually integrating agriculture to sustain. Each enterprise sustains the other. When you look at cow dung going into our crops, and the crop yields and what you would call the residues, like the banana stems, become feeds. The maize stovers, the maize bran, all goes into feeds. When you harvest millet, that grass that remains is a feed. So we are actually doing it best here, that each enterprise supports the other, and we are benefiting from agriculture, but mainly livestock farming. We We continue to look at the tourism sector seriously in Mbarara City. One of them is that the Mugaba Palace is part of the areas that tourists will come and learn about our culture and tradition. Because we now have the information of how we've gone through to be what we are now as Mbarara City. Why is it called Ankwele? How did it come about? Now, Mugaba Palace is part of the areas that we are proud of, and we thank government, Ministry of Tourism, for having promoted Mugaba Palace to the level where it is. And we want to develop more sites that are of great importance to our culture here in Western Uganda. But we also want to thank the development partners. When we talked about the tourism sites, the hotels, there are those private people that have come in, even in the industries, the factories of milk, which are doing milk value addition. Of course, we have our local investors, and we thank them for having thought it fit to invest in Mbarara. We thank all partners who have helped us in health, in education, in roads, in water, and other sectors. We have a number of them. We want to thank them and say that we recognize them. We want to move forward together with them to continue to develop Mbarara. We are looking forward for the next 5 years. You remember I was congratulating His Excellency. What do we have in plan as Mbarara City? In the next 5 years, which we are planning, we want to see a clean and green city of Mbarara. We have all it takes to make it clean and green. We want a green city, we want a clean city. When you look at Mbarara, you should look at a green city in the next 5 years. Of course, government hold our hand again. We have plans with government together to develop it further. We are looking forward to see an international airport in Mbarara City. What does it mean to have an international airport? I specifically, and my office and the other staff, we want to roll out a sensitization program for people to plan their land usage, to plan on what they will be selling, putting on market when we have an international airport. When we are developing road infrastructure, we have a plan under Wichment where we are going to do more paved roads around Mbarara City. What does that show? That as we extend the road network, the development should come on board. The land value has tripled in Mbarara. Before it became a city, the land value was low. But since it became a city, the land prices have gone up. What will happen when we have an international airport? So whoever has land, guard it generously so that you plan for it and benefit from the land. So we are planning to have people have titles of titled land. We want everyone in Mbarara to have titled land, because when you have titled land, you have added value to it. Even when government wants to use it, you fetch more money than you would have when you don't have titled land. But of course, even developers will continue to come. When they find you with titled land, you will have more value than you would have. We want to continue sensitizing people on improving in education sector. Our performance in education has to improve, because this is a interactive world. We want to run away from theory into practical education. The tertiary institutions that people once looked at as institutions for people who have failed, the trends have changed. You can only be successful in an institution that gives you skills. In health, we don't have just to fill hospitals. We want to keep our hygiene. We want to eat well. Those are part of the programs that we want to do deliberately so that people go and talk about how do you achieve good health. When you are away from the hospital, your money remains in your pocket. You have the energy to use to do agriculture, to do business, to do services. You need to be alive. I want to thank UBC for having come to Mbarara to hear from the people of Mbarara. I'm the voice, giving us a platform to talk to Ugandans that Mbarara is what you'll see in pictures, you've heard, and you are going to hear more, and for better. I also thank the people of Mbarara for having voted wisely. We voted wisely to protect the gains so far achieved. I thank everyone in Mbarara who participated in the last elections. I want to thank the business community that did its best to protect the gains. Mbarara business community supported the president. They mobilized, they worked with our office to make sure that we achieve what we achieved, and we can do better than that. I want to congratulate His Excellency the President once again, that with him we continue to protect the gains. We see light. We pray for him to be protected by the angels of God. He has the vision for this country. He has a vision for us as Mbarara City. We pray that we are going to work with him. We are committed to implement whatever he has in plan in the next 5 years to make Mbarara a better city than it is now. I thank you.
The Lens program on UBC TV is proudly brought to you by
UBC, inspiring Uganda.